Are you enjoying Professor Taylor's class? Not exactly.
Why not?
Why not?
Why
don't you like it?
Well,
Well, I get bored in class.
It's a
It's a 2-hour
class
class
twice a
week,
and
and
usually
usually within 15 minutes of the start of
class,
the class,
I'm nodding off.
I'm nodding
And
off.
it's really hard
And
for me
it's
to keep my
really
head
hard
up
for me
and
to
try to
keep
keep
my
my
head
eyes
up
open
and
for the next 2
next
hours.
2 hours.
One of these days,
No,
I'm going to fall
I'm
asleep
going to fall
outright
asleep
and
outright
start
and
snoring
start
out loud
snoring
right
out
in the middle
loud
of
right
class.
into the class.
Well,
Maybe you need to get involved in the class.
If you're
If
involved
you're
in
involved in
class,
class, you can possibly fall
But
asleep.
how do I do that?
How do I do that?
Let me think about
Let me think about it.
Let's see.
How
How many students
many
are in your
students
class?
are in
It's a
the
big
class?
class.
It's a big
There are
class.
about
There are about
60
students
in a large
in the
classroom.
large
Where do you sit?
classroom. Where do you
I
sit?
sit in the back
I sit in the
because
back
I
because I always
always
start
start
falling asleep.
Well,
Well, sit in the front of the classroom. Sit right up in the front.
It's too easy
to let your
mind
mind
wander
wander
when you're
away.
back of the classroom. And you need to be
And you
involved
need
in
to
the
be
class.
involved in the class, so you should
right up at the front of the classroom,
in front
close
of
to
the classroom, close to the
Okay.
professor.
I
Okay,
can try
I
sitting
can
in the
try
front,
sitting in
hope
the
that I don't
front
fall
and
asleep
hope
right
that
under
I
the
don't fall
professor's
right
nose.
right and
Now, do you have anything
No.
else to suggest?
Well, does the
Well,
professor
does the professor
lecture?
just lecture or does he talk with the student?
Ask the
Ask the student questions or answer questions from the student?
He lectures
He
mostly,
lectures
but
mostly.
sometimes he
Or
asks
sometimes he
questions.
asks questions
And
and
he'll
he
always
always
answer
answers
questions
questions if the
students
student asks.
Do you ever answer
Do
any
any
questions the
answer any
professor
question the
No,
professor
I
asks?
can't,
No, I
because I'm
can't
usually
because
sitting in
I'm
the back
usually
of the
sitting in
room.
the back of the room.
Well,
Well,
then
then sit in the front and answer questions the professor asks. Now,
have you ever
have you ever
asked
asked the professor a question in class?
No.
Not ever?
Not ever?
No,
No,
not ever.
not ever.
Well,
Well, ask questions. Sit in the front of the classroom and ask questions.
No wonder
No wonder you are
in
not
class.
involved in the
You
class.
can take
You can
steps to
take
get
steps
yourself
to get
involved in
yourself
class,
involved in
and
the
then
class,
you
and
just
then
might
you
begin
just
to
might
enjoy
begin
it a
to
whole
enjoy
lot.
it a whole lot.
Are you
Are you
enjoying
enjoying
Professor
Professor
Taylor's class?
Taylor's class? Not exactly.
Why not?
Why not? Why
like
don't you like it?
Well,
I get bored in class.
It's
It's
a
a
2-hour
class
class
twice a week,
and
and
usually
usually within 15
minutes
minutes
of
of the start of the class, I'm nodding off.
And it's really hard for
And
me to
it's
keep my head
really
up
hard.
and try to keep my eyes open for the next 2 hours. One of these days, I'm going to fall asleep outright and start snoring out loud right in the middle of class.
Well, maybe you need to get involved in the class. If you're involved in the class, you can't possibly fall asleep.
But how do I do that?
Let me think about it. Let's see. Today we are going to be talking about the bank holiday of 1933. A holiday.
A bank
holiday.
holiday sounds like a nice thing, doesn't it?
But it
really wasn't.
It
It occurred when the
US
US banking system was in serious trouble in 1933.
But
But somehow the situation became known as a holiday rather than as a disaster. Let's talk about what led up to the bank holiday of 1933. In the 1920s, banking in the United States had been very stable, and it wasn't unusual for banks to fail. Then, after the stock market crash in 1929, the problem with banks became much worse. By 1933, more than half the states had closed banks. The solution to this problem was when President Roosevelt called a bank holiday. This bank holiday meant that all banks were closed for a period of days while the federal government worked to reorganize the banking system. One of the bills passed by the government at the time was the Federal Deposit Insurance, which meant that any money deposited in U.S. bank would be insured by the federal government. Since the time of the bank holiday, the situation has improved considerably. The number of banks that fail has decreased sharply, and the number of people to lose money by depositing it in a federally insured account has remained at zero. Today we are going to talk about creativity.
Think about it.
Think
for a moment.
about it for a moment.
What is
What
creativity?
is creativity?
How would you define
How would you
creativity?
define creativity?
It's kind of difficult,
It's kind
isn't
of
it?
difficult, isn't it?
Let's look at what
Let's
the
look at
experts have
what
to say
the
about
experts
this.
have to say about
Rather
this.
than actually
Rather than
defining
defining
creativity,
creativity,
experts try
let's
to list
try to
what
list one
characteristics
characteristic
are part
or
of
a part
creativity.
of creativity.
Many researchers
Many
have
researchers
studied
have studied
creativity
creativity
and have come up
and
with lists of
come up with
characteristics that
characteristics
their
which
research has shown to be
shown
part
to
of
be part
creativity.
of creativity.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
as I'm
as
sure
I
you
understand,
understand,
various
various
researchers
researchers
have
are
not
not in
in
complete
complete
agreement
agreement
as
as
to
to
what
what
actually
actually constitutes creativity.
There are, however,
There are,
two
however, two
characteristics
characteristics
that
that
are
are
widely
widely
accepted
accepted
in
in
research
research
as
as
being
being the
constituent
constituent part of
parts of creativity. These
creativity.
two
The two
components of creativity are
originality
and
and
appropriateness.
appropriateness.
Let's think about these two
Let's
components
think
of
about
creativity.
the two components of
Originality
originality and
In
appropriateness.
terms of a problem you need to solve,
you need to
a
solve.
problem that
The
requires a
problem that
creative
requires a
solution.
creative solution.
Can you see how
Can you see how
originality and
originality and
appropriateness would be part of a
appropriateness will be
creative
part of
solution?
a creative solution?
First, let's think about
Let's think about
originality.
originality.
If you need a
If you need a
creative
creative
solution
solution
to a
to a problem,
problem,
the solution you need
isn't a normal
isn't just
everyday
an overall
solution
everyday
everyone
solution
comes
that
up with.
everyone comes up
It
with.
must be an
There must be
original
an
solution,
original solution.
something new,
Something new,
something different.
different.
Now
Now let's think about
appropriateness.
appropriateness.
When you're looking for
When
a
you're
solution
looking
to a
at the
problem,
solution to the
it has
problem,
to be
it
an
has to be
appropriate
an
solution, doesn't
appropriate
it?
solution, doesn't it?
If you suggest
If
a
you suggest
solution
a solution to a problem,
solution
but
isn't
the problem
appropriate,
is not appropriate, let's say it's
because it will
because
offend
they
people,
offend
won't
people,
solve the
or is
problem
want
because
to
it
solve
doesn't
the
fit the
problem
problem.
because it doesn't
This
fit the
isn't a
problem.
good
This isn't
solution.
a good solution.
Thus, we've
Thus,
seen that
we've
for an
seen
idea
that
to be
for an idea
creative,
to be
it has to
creative, it has to
minimally
be
be
original
original
and
appropriate.
appropriate.
There may be other
There may be other
component parts to
component parts to
creativity,
creativity,
but
but
originality
and
and
appropriateness
are
are
certainly
certainly
part of it.
parts of it. Whimsy.
Today, we're going to
Today
talk
we are
about
going to
creativity.
talk about creativity.
Think about
Think
it for a
about
moment.
it for a moment.
What is
What is
creativity?
creativity?
How would you
How
define
would you
creativity?
define creativity?
It's kind of
It's
difficult,
kind of
isn't it?
difficult, isn't it?
Let's look at
Let's
what
look
the
at what
experts have
the
to say
experts
about
have
this.
to say about
Rather
this.
than
Rather than actually
defining
defining creativity,
experts try
let's
to
first
list
try to
what
list what
characteristics
characteristics
are
are
part
part
of
of creativity.
Many
Many
researchers
researchers have studied creativity and have come up with the list of characteristics that their research has shown to be part of creativity. Unfortunately, as I am sure you understand, various researchers are not in complete agreement as to what actually constitutes creativity.
There are,
There
however,
are,
two
however, two
characteristics
characteristics that are widely accepted in research as being constituent parts of creativity.
These two
These
components
components of creativity are
originality
and
and
appropriateness.
Let's think about
Let's
these two
think about the
components of
two components
creativity.
of creativity,
Originality
and
In
appropriateness.
terms of a
In
problem
terms
you
of
need
the
to solve,
problem, you need to
a
solve
problem that
a
requires
problem
a
that requires a creative solution.
can you see
Can you see how originality and
appropriateness
appropriateness will be part of a creative solution?
First,
First, let's think about originality.
if you need
If you need a creative solution to a problem,
the
the solution you need
isn't a
isn't
normal
the
everyday
everyday
solution
solution that everyone comes up with.
It must be an
It must
original
be an
solution,
original solution,
something
something
new,
new,
something different. And now
let's think about appropriateness.
When you're looking
When you
for a
look
solution
for a
to a problem,
solution to a problem,
be
it
an
has to be
appropriate
an
solution, doesn't
appropriate
it?
solution, doesn't it?
if you suggest a
This isn't
solution
just
to
a
a problem,
solution to a problem, but the solution isn't
Say
a
it
problem.
can't
Say
be
it
used because
can
it
be
will
used
offend
because it
people,
will
won't
offend
solve the
people,
problem
or
because
it
it doesn't
won't
fit
solve
the
the
problem.
problem because
This
it
isn't a good
this isn't a
solution.
good solution.
Thus, we've seen that for an idea to be creative, it has to minimally be
Original
original.
and appropriate.
There may be other
There may be
component
other
parts to
component parts
creativity,
of creativity,
but
but
originality and appropriateness are
appropriateness are
certainly
certainly
part of it.
part of it.